and heartily welcome here at Schloss Röhrsdorf. My name is Mia Harris and I'm the co-founder of Music is Her Passion, a society dedicated to equality empowerment in music. And I am here today at Castle Studios because music history is being made. In 2022, something incredible happened. With the help of a song, Baraye, there was formed the resistance and the rebellion against the Iranian regime, who is standing up for women's rights and for freedom over there. And now, almost 1 year after, the situation in place is still very precarious. And that's why we are here to set a sign and also to contribute our part through the magical way of music. And now, we are going to give you some behind-the-scenes impressions from the Chainbreaker songwriting camp, where Iranian artists are supported to write songs for freedom.
هر بار میخوام تنها بشینم تا فردامو ببینم اون جلوم جلوم سبز میشه.
One of the main perspectives of this whole project is to raise awareness. Awareness for a so important topic that is right now, media-wise, in Europe not so present. And awareness for freedom and also to be grateful for the freedom that we have here right now in Germany. That is also a topic that is very close to the heart of the next artist that we are going to present you. I'm talking about Panida. Panida, who grew up in Holland. She moved to Holland when she was 10 years old, is born in Iran. She's a singer-songwriter now living in Prague, and she's going to tell you something about her understanding of awareness.
In my opinion, a lot of people, they are not aware what freedom is in general. Like, they're so used to what they do and what they are told to do and what is taken from them that they're not aware of that. And for me, it's the most important part is to make more awareness in the people, you know, and to make them think a little bit more than what they have already. The intention behind all this is that we all are working for our freedom, and some countries are even not even close to just a bit of freedom, like my country. And the intention is that we work all together. Even if I'm outside of Iran, I can be their voice maybe somehow. I can reflect what they are going through or make them aware of what they are going through at least. The first thing that came up to me with tears, I have to say, it was like it could be me. Because it started with a girl being murdered. And it could be me, it could be you if you would, like by accident, if you were by accident born there, because that's not what you choose. This girl was so innocent and there was nothing going on with her. So everybody could replace themselves in her shoes in a way. That's why this happened, like this big kind of a revolution happened there. And I was so in shock and surprised about the women in Iran, that they were so brave. I saw a video that a girl was standing in front of a police with guns in their hands. and she was opening her arms and saying like, shoot me. You know what I mean? Like, they have nothing to lose anymore. They don't have a life. They don't have any future to look at it. So for me, it's very important that we support those. This is a big change for us. I mean, like, the people are willing to fight for their freedom. And the only thing we can do is to project their feelings, their lives, you know, out to the outside world and to themselves. And this is the most important thing for me. And this is how it touched me.
We are going to present you now Faravaz. She is one of the artists involved here at the Chainbreaker songwriting camp. She was born in 1990 in Tehran and is now living here in Germany, in Berlin, in the exile, because for what she's doing here for singing, she got arrested back there in Iran and is now here in the resistance, empowering with her very strong songs the people here and there.
Yeah, it's forbidden to dance. You are not allowed to dance. You are not allowed to sing in solo. As a woman, you are not allowed to dance in public. If you want to do it at home, you can, but not somewhere which other people can see you, especially the man, because you can provoke them. And yeah, that's the reason. And if you're a singer, you are criminal as a woman in Iran. Yeah. As a teenager and as a child, I always sang with myself, and my dad and my mom always were so proud of me. I can sing good, and it was something which gave me more confidence. And I also always enjoyed of singing. And then, but when I get older, and I started to realize that I'm doing something which is not illegal, and I cannot have a career or future with singing. But that was too late, because already I've been in love with singing. And the moment you are connected to music, there is no way you can return from this journey. And I started to sing, to produce my song underground, as an underground singer. And yeah, and then I was like, okay, I cannot sell my album, I cannot earn money, but I'm doing something what I like, and also it will make it easier for the next generation, maybe for other women. But after sometimes I've been arrested because of singing, and persecuted because of singing. And then I had to leave my country, and I came to Germany. I mean, when my slogan in Iran was, I'm singing to be alive, because that was the only joy of my life, because singing is something in you, and you don't need anybody for singing. And it makes you so strong that that's my voice and nobody can take it from me. And everything happened to me, I thought, but still I can sing, you know? But after I immigrated and after everything happened to me, I was not that much excited about singing. Maybe I got older, maybe because of such a high price I paid to just be able to do such a basic things like singing. But now still I'm singing, but now my slogan changed, because I say my voice is my weapon, because I'm used to fight against misogyny and patriarchy and saving my women of my country.
So there are not only female musicians, artists, singers and songwriters involved, Also, Shira. He is also based from Iran and supporting this so important movement that is happening right now with his music. He's part of this song camp as well, and he will tell you something about the song that he is creating here right now.
Hearts may be hard on one, yet I seek for life to embrace. Yes, you are beautiful. Yes, I think in challenging times when concepts like politic fail, so to rescue people from misery, then art and music is even more important than before. So music is the universal language, and if we cannot express the amount of pain and suffering in a country like Iran, so by words, because it's just traumatizing everybody who listens to these stories, and then the people run away from that, we can maybe reach something for good through music and art. First of all, it is not a recent song, so I wrote that a few years back, but it aged very well because I never thought that this song would be kind of evergreen, so in my repertoire, so like that it's connecting to several people, to several situations. And the message behind that is we are all drops in the ocean of unity. We are all sounds in the symphony of humanity. We are all part of a bigger one, and a lot of religions, so try to push their gods to the people and go to prayer every day to become more like their gods. But one thing all these gods have in common is creation. And being creative is the real prayer because it makes us more godlike. And it gives us some respect for creation of other people, creation at all, so not to destroy but to create. So the message behind all the things I do is connection and healing, because I'm convinced that this is right now needed more than ever. A lot of awareness about stuff we have inside is coming up. So because the times that we are living in, this is a complex topic, but so to say that like that connection and healing is the main message. And we are more like each other than we are aware about. Yeah, so we think, okay, nationalities, sexuality and all this is kind of separating us, rich and poor, but no, we all carry our package through life, and music is touching that point beyond concepts of mind. Yeah, so.
I am right here at the mixing part of a Studio B here at the Castle Studios, and we are going to talk to Arno Jordan now. Arno was one of the idea givers of the whole Chainbreakers song camp. He's going to explain us what it is all about, where the idea came from, what he wants to achieve with it, and where the name comes from. And what is also very interesting for you to know is that the whole Castle Studios is not only a place to record music, there is also a community of musicians. Around 40 people are currently living here and sharing this place, and it's such a cool atmosphere whenever you go through the whole place to meet all of those inspiring people, not only the musicians, they're part of the song camp, but also the people who are constantly living here. So be excited to get to know Arno.
We are all drops in the ocean of unity. We are all...
Yeah, the atmosphere at the Chainbreaker Song Camp is has a lot of details. It's exciting, it's challenging, exhausting, it's a terrible lot of fun. So it's really a lot of emotions. That I think it comes because we are so different people meeting, and to find the right combination where it starts to happen, where they start to become creative and trust each other, then it becomes really, really good. Until then, it's hard work. Yeah, the Chainbreaker is inspired by a song that came out last year called Baraye. It was the time when Mahsa Amini was killed because she was wearing her hijab not right. So, and this was really shocking, but the power that this song had, the song, I heard it from one of the Iranian artists, is basically a collection of tweets that people tweeted or put on Facebook saying, this is for my freedom, this is for my wife, this is for my children, this is for the right to be myself, this is for the right to dress how I want to be. So this is the lyrics of the song is composed of all social media posts. So, and this had the impact that the people went to the streets, and this is still something that I admire, that a song had this power, and I expect, or I hope for the songs that we write here, that they have the same impact, so that people hear it and get encouraged and try a peaceful change in their country. That's my goal, and I hope, and I feel that this is probably possible.
That yours is the way we have to live. You know you're part of
The power of transformation, a topic that is very close to the heart of Kate Jones. She is based in Nashville, Tennessee, so she came all the way along from the United States to be part of this project, and she is a very important part of the project because she is doing that kind of transformational work that is needed when you deep dive into very emotional and also maybe hurtful feelings. And she is going to tell us more about her impressions of the Chainbreakers camp.
For me, to be a part of Chainbreakers, to be invited, was a huge deal for me. I do a lot of trauma-informed work, so I really want to focus on what it means to help people move through their trauma, what it means to heal, and what it means to give peace and space for people to process so that they can move towards like hope and life and freedom. And I do that in all of my work. So when I found out about Chainbreakers, it was like, oh my God, please, can I help? You know, like the desire to see people being given a platform so that their voices can be heard, and to amplify voices when people are turning away from them in order to say like, no, you're not going to turn away, you're going to listen, this is important, and here's why. And so just being able to participate in this way is just, I can't even express how excited I am to be here. It's just such a massive honor, yeah. And so to even just to be here and be quiet and listen, and then participate when asked, you know, is just such a gift. So I'm just happy to be like a drop in the bucket, you know, of the project.
We are right now here at Studio B at the Castle Studios, and this is where all the songwriting, brainstorming process is going to happen, and you can really feel the magic here. There are so many instruments, there's so much space that really opens up your mind, and we are going to present you now another artist here from the Chainbreaker songwriting camp. I'm talking about Justina. She is of course also Iranian. She's living right now in exile in Sweden. She's not only a singer, she's also a rapper. You have to check out her rapping skills. And she's a songwriter, she's a dancer and an actress, and she's going to tell you now something about the whole creation process, the magic that is happening right here.
It's really nice because I'm happy to between the people that have the same feelings, same thoughts about the situation that we have in Iran or the women in world, I think different. And so it's really good to be a community that the people can understand you, can feel you, and try to support you, help you about your ideas. And so I'm safe, I'm feeling safe. The depression is in low situation for me because I have a ADHD, of course, and I'm artist, and I'm an exiled person out of my country. I'm away from my family, so I have a lot of pressure than a European person who lives in this area. You know, I have a lot of more challenges. So this 4 days is really peaceful for me because I am between the people that I know. They know my feelings. I know their goals. So it's really nice experience. I never ever forget it, and yeah, I like it really. Everything and every work that I did, it's related to this movement because I'm a Persian person. I know Persian language, so I read the news. And I can't ignore it, you know. I can't ignore my people, so it's stuck in my head and my feelings. I'm out of Iran. I try to do something to make it better, and after this movement, so I'm sure about that, the people really wanted more of them. The majority come up, not just in Iran, in Afghanistan, in the Middle East. How much cultural problem we have, and now they started to change, and they try to help us. I'm not talking about the governments and politicians. I'm talking about the people, the real people, like the media, the people like Arno, the people like Sylvia, that they try themselves to help because they feel it really.
Behind every good song, there is a very good producer. And here at Chainbreaker, there is the best producer to me in the world involved. She's called Sylvia Messi. She's worked with the biggest names in the business. Prince, Johnny Cash, Red Hot Chili Peppers, just to name a few, but the list is so long. And she is also dedicated to contribute all of her knowledge to those so important songs of freedom, and we are going to hear her opinion why this project matters right now.
Being a woman in the music industry, I'm oftentimes asked how difficult it was for me to compete with men. And the funny thing is most of the time I think my competition with men, it was like with competition with anyone. It's no difference for me that the difficulty of getting into the business. I think it's difficult for women, it's also difficult for men. But in Iran, there's no opportunity for the women to follow their dreams at all. So I think in America, you can still, you have an idea of something that you want to do, that you're passionate about, and you can reach that goal. But in Iran and in other places in the world, it's impossible. So this is something that I feel passionate about in helping these women who are great singers. These 3 women who are here in the studio today are all brilliant musicians who are in Iran banned from singing, from performing music, which makes no sense to me, from my Western perspective. So it's a treasure to be able to work with them on this project. And hopefully there will be people in Iran that can hear this music and get the message that we're trying to send to them, which is stand up on your feet and move forward. You can change the world. You can change your world, and you can get what you want if you put your mind to it and allow yourself permission to do it. The idea of music delivering a message, there's different ways that music delivers messages, and through the lyrics is the obvious way, the literal way, but music also delivers an emotional message that when captured the right way, which as an engineer, I try to capture this essence of music. It communicates on a much deeper level without lyrics. It flows through you, and it's an extension of your thoughts, and it is imprinted into the music. It's the strangest thing. So it's like the very first communication in the world was not words. I think it was melody. I think it was the sound of the birds. This kind of music, the music of nature, before words. So this is something special about music that in the case of trying to deliver a message about women's rights, you're going to receive not only the lyrical content of the song, but the emotional content. This is coming from women who have been through this, who've been arrested and jailed, and then have escaped Iran and are in the West now, but they have left everything behind. And this is like, there's so much emotion, there's so much anger, and there's also so much hope in their music and what they, how they express themselves.
This revolution is the biggest woman-led revolution in the whole world, which is the biggest feminist revolution as well. And I think what we are asking for is something that we all women around the world needed and we are asking for, And always, again, I say, if Iran is a free country, we're going to have a peaceful Middle East. And when Middle East is peaceful, a peaceful place, especially for women, it's gonna be having a peaceful world. And it's so important to just see us, hear us, and let's hold the hands of each other.
The future that I imagine, maybe I wouldn't be there that time, but I'm sure about that it will happen one day, that not just in Iran, all over the world, we able to think about more than these we have, and our mind can open about the new things easily, and we can accept new things. I think this is the problem that we have right now in the world, that new things and changes, it's hard to accept between the peoples, and because of the fears that we have. So I'm sure that one day the fears, all of them gone, and all of us can be ourselves. And yeah, this is my wish. And everyone then can be safe and can have peace without fears to be judged, to be punished, to be, yeah, that's my hope.
Yeah, just get rid of your chains, get free from all these cultural suppressions and the boundaries. Or, yeah, to me, religion is really one of it's like a whip for slavery. Like it keeps people under control, and yeah, I really hope that Chainbreaker does exactly what the name implies, that we can break some chains with it.
My personal belief of what freedom is like the right to pursue your fullest self and deepest love, and deepest love for community. And so, yeah, my hope is always just a deeper freedom to like live fully and truly in love. It sounds kind of hippie, but I like mean it.
If you look at the history of all the revolutions in the world, it didn't happen in 1 month or 2 months. And if you look at the statistics, it would go up, go down, be silent, go up. With every little thing, they will come out. They need to rest. They need to breathe. They need to gather their energy in order to come out again. So with the first thing that happens, I'm sure everybody's on the streets again. So this revolution is not dead, it's just started.
My name is Mia Harrash, and this was our report about the Chainbreaker session. Now it's your turn to like and, of course, to share that video so that as many people as possible can get the so important messages of the songs.
There's a me before you, there's a me that has changed. I'll never be the same again. How could it be true when I'm thinking of you? There's nothing but the pain. When you left us that day, you opened the way, you broke all the silence, and now we are awake. When you left us that day, you opened the way, you broke all the silence, and now we are awake. Jina, Jina, I ask myself often, do we live in a lie? It's all so hard to explain. This is not just goodbye. You're a moon in the sky. Your memory burns like a flame. When you left us